welcoming me back to your class again today. It's really great to be here with you. And we're going to look at the writing that we did last time together. We're going to look at it for a different purpose today. So last time, if you remember, we looked at this writing to revise it. Everybody say revise.
Revise.
Does anybody remember what that part of the word means? We talked about this last time. I see one hand. Think, don't shout, think. When you have an idea what this means, either show me by doing some kind of body movement, like some kind of gesture to show me what that means, or raise your hand so you can tell me. So if you want to act it out for me and show me a picture with your body to show what that means, you could, or you could just raise your hand so you can tell me. What do you remember?
I remember it's like something like review or something.
It has something to do with review. That's another word actually that it uses the same kind of thing. You can see it has the VI.
Yeah.
What does that VI or VIS mean? Do you guys remember? Okay, yeah, do you remember?
To look back on something.
Good, it means to see. Good job. V or vis means see. And if you speak Spanish, if you happen to speak Spanish, and I know you guys have at least one person in your classroom who was here last time who speaks Spanish, the word I saw in Spanish is vi, okay? And you saw in Spanish is viste, okay? So it's the same kind of word. That's called a root word. Everybody say root word? Root word. So what that means when we revise our writing, that means that we look at it again, okay? Raise your hand if you remember. What were the things that we did last time to look at the writing again? Yeah, tell me one thing.
We read the entire thing together.
We read the whole thing together. Good job. What else did we do?
We mixed and matched them so we could put them in places that they sounded good together.
Excellent. We asked ourselves, does the sequence, everybody say sequence. Sequence. Does the sequence of the writing sound like it makes sense? And we decided that there were a couple of different sentences we wanted to put in a different order, like you said, and we moved them around. Good job. What else do we do to revise our writing? Yes?
We highlighted words.
Yeah, we highlighted the words we
Thought were important.
we liked, yeah, that we thought were high level, where we thought we were aiming high. Good job. So those are the things we did last time. We also included this part down here. Can you pretend like you're with me? Pretend like you're tying up a ribbon on a package. Does anybody remember the word that goes with that in our writing when we tie it up at the end? Because this is an important part. Yeah.
Wrap it up.
We do wrap it up. It's a word that starts with a C. And it kind of rhymes a little bit with the word solution. It sounds similar to that, but it starts with C.
Conclusion?
It has clusion on the end. Good job. Everybody say conclusion. Conclusion. Good. When we wrap it up at the end, that's called a conclusion, and we put the conclusion at the end. Okay, let's read our writing again one more time to refresh our memories on what we wrote last time. Remind me, what does each color mean? Why is our paragraph here made up of all these different colors? Raise your hand. How did that come about? Yeah, how did that come about? Do you remember?
Because we all had different colors to show like which group did what.
Each table had a different color marker. That's right, good job. Okay, so hopefully you remember which color your table had. Hopefully you still connect with that sentence and you remember what that was. Okay, let's read this whole thing together. Today we have a new focus. When we get done reading our paragraph, today we're going to have a focus of editing. Everybody say editing.
Editing.
And I'm embarrassed to say I don't remember if editing has one T or two T's.
Just one.
So since I'm not sure about that, I'm going to put an SP in a circle. That means I've got to check the spelling on that word, editing. But that's what part of what editing is about, is spelling.
I think
okay?
it's one.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure if it's one or two. We're going to look at our paragraph for editing. So we're going to look at spelling today. We're going to look at capitals. We're going to look at punctuation. Everybody say punctuation. Punctuation, and that means like periods, commas, quotation marks. We're going to look at grammar. So that means like, are the words correct in the sentences? Is everything correct, or are we making any mistakes? Okay? Those are the things we're going to look at today. All right, let's go ahead and read our paragraph together, and we're going to be looking for these kinds of things to fix. Read it with me, please. Everything around you is made of matter. Matter is something that has weight and takes up space. Matter is everything from your clothes to you and the floor. Matter is liquid, solid, and gas. Solids is a wall and floor. Liquids are water and milk. Gas is air. Liquid is things like water, juice, spray. But rocks and wood are solids. Everything in the universe is made of matter. Okay, great reading. Thank you for doing that strong, fluent reading with me. Raise your hand if you see anything that we talked about. If you see any errors, things that need to be fixed with spelling, or where grammar, like the words don't quite sound right. Maybe we need to change one word here or there. What is your idea?
The purple one that says matter.
Friend, come on out here and join us, please. Thank you.
The one that says wait.
I totally agree with you. Put your thumb up if you saw that one too. Did anybody else see this word wait? It seems to be missing a vowel. It seems to be missing a letter. Whisper into your hand if you have an idea. The way that it looks right now, I'm reading it with a different sound right here. I'm not reading the, yeah. So whisper in your hand if the letter you think is missing. What do you think is missing in that one? Oh, we're whispering in our hand. Okay, now raise your hand. Yeah, what's your idea?
It's E.
It is an E. Good job. It's missing an E, so we're going to go ahead and put an E in there. Now it looks correct. Now the spelling is correct. Okay, is there any other thing that you see that we may need to fix? We may need to edit in our paragraph. Yeah.
The first red one, it says solids. It does something like weird, like where the is.
Can we read this one again? Ready? Solids is a wall and floor. What might be going on here? What sound? Why does she said something's going on? I'm not sure. I agree with you. What is it? Yeah.
It says solids is.
Solids is. So instead of saying solids is, how can we fix that?
Either the S out or the is.
Okay, so let's try it with no S. Solid is a wall and floor.
I think we should take the is out.
Okay. Instead of saying is, what would you suggest? What word?
R.
R. Good job. I'm going to go ahead and rip this. And I'm going to go ahead and use the back of this card that I'm ripping to correct it and put the correct word that matches with this word solids. The word solids, as you said, ends with S. That's called plural. Everybody say plural.
Plural.
And the word R matches with that kind of word, that kind of plural word. Okay, if we have more than one thing, we have to have R. All right, anybody else? Do you see anything else? I'm really proud of you guys finding these things to fix so easily. Good job, you're aiming high. Yes?
The purple one is like matter is, and then it looks like seventy something.
Oh, you're saying the spaces could be bigger between the words?
Yeah.
I agree, the spacer, it makes the way that they're really close. I bet you anything the purple team was trying to fit all their sentence on one strip. If you were in purple, put your thumb up if that's what you were thinking of. Yeah, you guys were trying to save paper, and that's okay. It's a little hard to read because the spaces are small, but that's okay. But there is something we can fix. There are actually two things we can fix in this sentence. Does anybody see something that they recognize we can fix in this sentence? Yeah.
The word close.
Close, good job. How would you suggest fixing that?
I don't really know how to spell it. I just know that.
You guys, what do we know about, right now it seems like because the way that this word looks with C-L-O-T-H, yeah, it seems like it would say cloth with a short O sound, ah. What is one way sometimes, okay, think for a second. What is one way sometimes that when we want to have the long sound, because right now it says cloths. Yeah, so how would we make that O say O?
E at the end? One more
Yep,
E.
that's exactly what we need to do.
One more O? My mom taught me if it,
Yeah, so when that E goes on the end of the word, that silent E, because we don't say clothes, right? That's silent. And that silent E goes back to the O and makes it say O. Good job. So we're going to go ahead and fix that.